Hi everyone, my name's James. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the abandoned Aldwych London Underground station. Now today I'm participating in a hidden London tour and I'll leave details at the bottom of the screen for you and I'll see you shortly. Bye for now. Now for those not familiar with the area, this map is courtesy of Railmap Online. The red line is the London Underground Central line. The black line snaking from the top of the screen to the left is the Elizabeth line. The other black line on the bottom left is the Charing Cross branch of the London Underground's Northern line. The dark blue line is the Piccadilly line, and the small branch you see from Holborn going south is the branch to Aldwych Underground Station, which has been out of use to passengers since 1994. Opening in 1907 as Strand Station, the branch to the terminus was originally double track, and Strand Station once had two platforms. However, one line was taken out of use in 1914 due to low patronage. In May 1915, Strand was renamed to Aldwych. Sunday services were withdrawn in 1917, when one platform at Aldwych and the bay platform at Holborn were formally closed. Despite several closure attempts, it survived, but in 1958 the service on weekdays was reduced to peak hours only, Monday to Friday. Saturday services were withdrawn in 1962. Finally, on 30th of September 1994, the station closed to passengers for good. But anyway, without further ado, let's get the tour underway. The tour started with a basic ID, ticket check and a bag check. To say Aldwych is abandoned is a bit of a misnomer, as although it has been out of use to passengers for over 30 years, it still has other uses, most notably for filming.
You've got a long memory, you.
Metropolitan was green. There is Piccadilly to Stanley. No, I mean.
Now altogether at Aldwych Station there's 160 steps down to the platforms from street level. Getting down was easy, but getting back up was really something else, so a certain level of fitness is required. During the course of the tour, I was trying my best not to include people in the film as there was also children present, but also at the same time you can look at the tiling on the walls and all the dirt and dust and everything that you can see. I bet these tunnels and passages could tell stories if they could talk. Hello pal, how you doing? Now if you remember earlier I mentioned about one platform which was taken out of use way back over 100 years ago. Well, this is it here. This area, along with all the tunnels, was used to store artefacts from the British Museum during World War I and World War II, including the Elgin marbles. Plus it was also used as an air raid shelter as well for the people of London to come down during the Blitz, especially in 1940. To be fair, the history of this station is well and truly fascinating. The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice there are no suicide pits at this old abandoned platform. This is because that they weren't introduced on London Underground until 1931, and this platform was taken out of use in 1914. Now we find ourselves on the other platform, which was kept in use right up until the closure of the station in 1994. As mentioned beforehand, despite being closed to passengers, Aldwych still does see use in some shape or form, like for filming purposes and also for training exercises by the emergency services, especially the London Fire Brigade. You will see here as well that only half the station is actually tiled and decorated with posters. The other half still has the ironwork for the tunnel supports. This was because at the time of construction and when trains were being used, it was deemed uneconomical to do the whole station as the trains were only 3 carriages long anyway. This was originally intended to be a lift shaft, but the lifts never got installed. And it's back up them steps again. Back up on the concourse, it's lovely to see the tiling and even these telephone booths on the left hand side too.
Yeah, if you're heading east out of Aldwych, right hand side.
Now these lifts are the catalyst as to why the station closed back in 1994. At the time they needed replacing, but the bill came in at £3 million, which even back then was a heck of a lot of money. In fact, it was quoted that it'd be cheaper to buy all the regular commuters of Aldwych Station a Ford Fiesta.
When the passengers arrive from the train from Oakland, they can get off and they can bring them back up here and then we can exit out this way. And then there's a feature in this that allows you, if it broke down, use the other.
Now these lifts are quite unique at Aldwych because you can walk from one car to another, as you're about to see here. This was handy, especially in the event of a lift breakdown.
It's a reproduction of the 1939 map, which means it's got dotted lines on the part of the new work programme, various extensions, expansions that were proposed. Some of it was actually built with the NATO Second World War, some of it, such as a lot of it at the top of the wall, ended up being.
Soon enough we found ourselves back up at the entrance point to where the tour started just over an hour earlier. This was a fantastic tour, and special mention, like I said earlier, goes to the 3 guides who showed us around. Nothing was too much trouble for them, and I would highly recommend booking on one of these tours if you're ever in the area or you just fancy doing something different. I'll leave a link down below on how you can do this.
Thank you very much.
Well, good evening everybody. You join me on the Strand. The tour around Aldwych Underground Station lasted for about 60 or 70 minutes. Very good tour. We had 3 guides showing us around, telling us about the history and that. I've come out on the Strand because there's a lot more light here than there is on the Suffolk Is Suffolk Close or Suffolk Street? I don't know, one of the two. Would I do that tour again? Absolutely, definitely, without a doubt. I won't do the Aldwych one, not for a while, but they've got a fair few more on the website. It's on the Transport for London, not Transport for London, London Transport Museum website. It's called the, what's it called? Hidden London, and there's many other tours on there that people can do. The cost for this tour was £45, which I think is exceptional value. Yeah, any monies that you pay goes back towards the London Transport Museum, so anything like that is a worthwhile cause. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that video. There will be more like that coming your way in the new year. But now I'm going to head back, make my way back up to the Midlands, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Bye for now.